Hi there, and welcome to Pain Care Labs PDQ sessions. These are the physiology demonstration and questions on some of our products. Today, we're going to be talk about ACL reconstruction and how to use VibraCool to address pain for ACL reconstruction. So, I'm going to share the screen with you. So, we already have our mechanical stimulation platform established for things like plantar fasciitis, which you can see on another video, tendinitis and tendinopathies, and biologic injections. Today, we're going to talk about ACL reconstruction. So ACL reconstruction is about 100,000 a year done in the United States. What happens is when someone twists and pops the ACL, usually playing sports and more often females than males. When reconstruction is done, a piece of tendon is taken either out of the patella or the hamstring on healthy individuals, or a cadaver graft if it's not a younger, healthier person. And these tend to be very successful surgeries, about 90% success. So pain management is what we're talking about today. Pain management. On average, there is no average. Huge variation across the country with how much opioids are given for this. And the movement is to try to do surgeries with no opioids at all. So the average across the country is about 25 tablets of 7.5 milligrams Percocets. So each Percocet has about 11 milligram morphine equivalents. And if someone is given 30, that means they basically got 300 MMEs that they could use at their disposal. So anything over 90 MME prescriptions is a risk. This means about 9 Percocet tablets. Depends on what you're using, how many milligrams of morphine equivalents there are. So the problem is that with just about any opioids, if you give a prescription for opioids, you're going to have about 5% of people that are still going to be on opioids 3 months later. Now, this 5% has to do with who is a rapid metabolizer, who's going to get high off of the opioids and have a really quick rush feeling. About 15% of people have this, and of those, about a third end up being chronic opioid users. So the pain after an ACL depends on where the graft is taken. If it's an autologous graft, so about 11% have knee pain when it's a hamstring, about 22% when it's taken off the kneecap, which makes sense. If you've got a patellar graft, you're going to have some more patellar pain. And one of the things that is also correlated with more pain is quadricep weakness going in. So let's talk about that quadricep weakness. So one way to decrease pain and use VibraCool is prehab strengthening. So first of all, you want to maintain mobility, because when you have tightness in the hips or in the knee or ankle, that can be a problem in recovery. So making sure that these areas are loose beforehand and trying to get as much strength in the quadriceps prior to surgery. So for this, what we're going to do is use vibration only. So let me show you how to put on the VibraCool. Now, what is VibraCool? So VibraCool has 28-inch compression strap, the mechanical stimulation unit, and ice packs. We're not going to use these unique freeze solid ice packs right now. We're going to wait till after the surgery. So this is what you would do. So if we have a model who could come, dun, dun, dun. All right, so after an ACL, you're going to have swelling for about 3 days to a week. So there's going to be a puff ball of a knee, which is one of the ways in the emergency room I would know that we've got an ACL tear here. So beforehand, when you've got pain and instability, you take the VibraCool unit, put it in the pocket, and you want to orient it so that the curved part that's going to fit the belly of the muscle is facing in. So take the VibraCool unit, put it in. We ship them with a piece of tape so you don't turn it on accidentally, but now you're going to turn that vibration on. And then anchor it over any of the areas that are stiff or swollen during, there you go. You're going to put it on like this, orient it. And then any place where there is pain, it can be used after. So one thing that you get from mechanical stimulation is you get stretching and strengthening of the muscle fibers themselves. So 5 minutes of mechanical stimulation is equivalent to 15 minutes of massage and 30 minutes of stretching. So when you've got tightness after the injury, this is one way to address that. All right, so now let's talk about after surgery. We can get one out of D-brain for the next. All right, so after surgery is when you're trying to avoid those opioids. And here are the different ways that we can use it for this. So after you've strengthened the quads as much as possible, this is where you're going to want to use the vibration and the ice to decrease the sensation transmission to the brain. So what happens is that with a high frequency vibration, it's going to increase blood flow, vasodilate. So immediately after surgery, this is why you're going to want to use it with a compression cuff that it comes with, because you don't want to increase swelling in the area. So long as you've got the compression cuff on, that's not going to be an issue. Thing is, after surgery, you've got ice. And so when you're icing the area, normally you're going to have some kind of an ice sleeve that can actually limit the mobility of a person. Mobility is critical. And so it's almost like a game ready to go when you've got a VibraCool on. It's portable and the person can put it on, walk around with it, and can move back and forth to the bathroom in those first couple of days after. The mechanical stimulation separates stiff fibers. So if you've got spasm, if you've got IT band stiffness or pain, that's where you're going to want to put the vibration part. And then the very flat ice packs that will transmit the vibration frequency, that's what's going to reduce the cytokine formation around the area. So what you're seeing here is there's a lot of different touch nerves. Those touch receptors transmit to the spine, which is where pain also goes, and they override pain, and then only the vibration stimulation goes to the brain. So looking at when and where pain is going to come from, you're going to have pain at the site of the incision, the site of the graft, the site of bone where the insertion was anchored, and then myofascial tightness, which is going to be more of a 3-day to 2-month kind of pain. So this is how VibraCool is used. I'm going to show the diagram and then we'll show you with an actual person. So we recommend that you use 20 minutes with ice, no more than Q2 hours, PRN pain. This is a great way to stop the craving or the fear of it's 3 in the morning, my block has worn off, and now I'm in pain and I can't take another opioid yet. This gives a patient something that they can do that'll intervene and give intense relief. We suggest at least 3 times a day, but the mechanical stimulation alone can be used as needed. So here you see somebody who had an arthroscopy, and you can see that you can either put the vibration and ice below the knee, or you can put it proximal. So if there's aching in one spot, it can be directly on the pain. Otherwise, we usually recommend between the brain and the pain when you have ice, and then patient can use it wherever it feels best for them when they're doing it for just the mechanical stimulation alone. So let's see how this works. So when the person is at home and they're lying in the bed, they can actually put this on themselves, and they're going to wrap it around as much tightness as possible. There are 2 elastic straps that come in the back, and these are to hold the ice packs. Now it comes with 2 ice packs. You're going to want to freeze these so that they're solid. There's 2 different sizes. So the blue side is going to be colder than the white side. So if a patient is really sensitive to cold, they can use this side. Otherwise, if they want to bring it on and have it intense, the blue side is going to be colder. So they're going to put the ice packs in here, and the elastic straps hold on 2 of the places where there isn't ice, so in between those 2 areas. And then, so when the incision is here and this dermatome goes on the outside of the thigh, so you're going to put it as directly proximal as possible. Now, if the bandages aren't too thick, you could put it directly where the pain is, but if it's immediately post-op and the bandages are too thick for the cold to penetrate, you're going to get better results if you put it up here. So again, you want to put as much compression as possible just to make it comfortable. But so compression, make it so you don't get any edema around the area, but also this vasodilation is going to continually give blood flow. So you're not going to have that issue of, oh, do I ice it? Is that going to decrease blood flow? It's going to be moot because you're increasing the blood flow for the major ones, but you're got compression for any of the edema. This is how it gets put on. You can show how you can turn it off. The switch is very easy. Now, someone can close the top and there's a hole in the VibraCool casing so that they can press in there. But someone is, the ice packs are going to melt in 20 minutes, so you don't need to worry about that. And if someone wants to put just the mechanical stimulation on alone, any place in the area, if it's mechanical stimulation alone, one potential is to use it below. So then you don't have really any risk of edema or swelling. Just below, you're still going to transmit that on the same nerves. So it's going to go past it and block the pain. If you're using ice, we recommend using it above proximal so that you've got it between the brain and the pain to get the maximal effect. It's like nothing ever happened. It's amazing. The mechanism that VibraCool uses is supported in over 50 published clinical trials. It has been researched for plantar fasciitis in an unpublished trial, which found that in patients who were resistant to plantar fasciitis reduction, they got 50% less pain and 30% more pain-free days when the VibraCool was used twice a day for 20 minutes. Opioid reduction. VibraCool got people down to 10 Percocets on average total after an ACL reconstruction. The best thing was that 87% of them were off of opioids by their 4-day follow-up. Anyone who is on opioids longer than 4 days is more at risk for addiction. The other cool part about this one trial was that in these 14 patients who used VibraCool, one of them had had their ACL repaired the year before. She didn't use any opioids with VibraCool, and she had when she'd gotten her ACL done the first time. VibraCool has been tested in podiatry, physical therapy, and the sharp pain reduction that is well established for needles is why this is effective for the sharp pain of surgery and implantation after. For example, this one testimonial for someone who said that they had been going to physical therapy 3 times a week, ending the session with vibration and then putting ice on it. Now they can go to their own gym and put ice and vibration on using VibraCool in the convenience of their own home. This is one of the reasons why Practical Pain Management called us one of the top physical therapy items for telehealth during the COVID year. People in the military are also using VibraCool because it's portable. VibraCool is in go bags for some in the Air Force, and this person who's in the Army uses it because he deals with stress injuries. It disperses cold from the ice pack on the inflamed area, massages the muscles to reduce swelling. Thank you so much for listening, and please check out our other videos on VibraCool. Thank you.